Hello and welcome to Speak Ready English. I am Jack and I am so happy you are here with me today. You can use this podcast for listening practice, shadowing, or speaking out loud. Just listen first, then repeat, then speak. I was drinking my morning coffee yesterday and one of my students sent me a message. She said, "Jack, I am so confused about used to, be used to, and get used to. Can you help me?" And I thought, yes, this is the perfect topic for today's podcast. Have you ever felt confused about these three structures? They look similar, right? They all have the words used to in them. But they mean completely different things, and if you mix them up, your sentence can sound very strange. Many learners feel frustrated by this, and I completely understand why. Today, we are going to learn the clear difference between used to, be used to, and get used to. Later in this podcast, I will give you one simple trick to remember the difference between these three structures. Stay with me for that. If Slow English helps you, please subscribe. It really helps me make more podcasts for you. Okay, let us begin. Let me start with the first one, used to. This structure talks about past habits or past states, something you did regularly in the past, but you do not do it now. For example, I used to live in Toronto, but now I live in Vancouver. This means in the past, Toronto was my home, but not anymore. Another example, I used to drink coffee every morning, but now I drink tea. Do you see the pattern? Used to is about the past. It is about something that was true before, but it is not true now. The grammar structure is simple. Used to plus the base form of the verb. For example, I used to play tennis. She used to work in a bank. They used to visit us every summer. Now, let us move to the second one. Be used to. This one is different. Be used to talks about something that is familiar to you now. It is not about the past. It is about your current situation. It means you are comfortable with something because you have experience with it. For example, I am used to cold weather because I live in Vancouver. This means cold weather is normal for me. I am comfortable with it. It does not bother me anymore. Another example, she is used to working at night. This means working at night is The grammar structure is be plus used to plus a noun or a verb with ing. For example, I am used to the noise. He is used to driving in traffic. They are used to spicy food. Are you with me so far? Now, the third one, get used to. This one talks about the process of becoming comfortable with something new. It is about change. You are not comfortable yet, but you are learning to be comfortable. It takes time. For example, I am getting used to my new job. This means my job is still new and I am still learning, but slowly it is becoming easier. I am in the process. Another example, it took me a long time to get used to waking up early. This means at first it was difficult, but over time it became normal for me. The grammar structure is get plus used to plus a noun or a verb with ing. For example, I am getting used to the cold. She will get used to the new system. They got used to living abroad. Now let me give you the trick I promised you. Here is the simple way to remember. Used to is about the past. Be used to is about now, something familiar. Get used to is about the process, the change, becoming familiar. Think of it like this. Used to equals past habit. Be used to equals comfortable now. Get used to equals becoming comfortable. Let me say that one more time. Used to is past. Be used to is now. Get used to is process. Now, let me show you some common mistakes. Many students say, I am used to cold weather, and I completely understand why, because the spelling looks similar. But in English, we say, I am used to cold weather, with a D at the end of used. Now you know, and this will make your English sound much more natural. Another mistake I hear often: students say, "I used to live here," without the D. But in English, we say, "I used to live here," with a D at the end of used. Now you know, and this will make your English sound much more natural. Here is another one. Many students say, "I am getting used to it," without the D. But in English, we say, "I am getting used to it," with a D at the end of used. Now you know, and this will make your English sound much more natural. The fourth mistake is about the verb form. Students say, "I am used to wake up early." But in English, we say, "I am used to waking up early," with ing at the end of the verb. Now you know, and this will make your English sound much more natural. And the fifth mistake? Students mix the meaning. They say, "I used to the weather," when they mean, "I am used to the weather." Used to always needs a verb after it, and it is about the past. Be used to needs a noun or verb with ing, and it is about now. Now you know, and this will make your English sound much more natural. Let me give you a few more examples so you can really feel the difference. I used to play the piano. This is past. I do not play anymore. I am used to playing the piano in front of people. This means I am comfortable with it now. I am getting used to playing the piano every day. This means I am in the process. It is becoming easier. Do you see how different they are? Try thinking of one example for each structure, just in your mind. What did you used to do in the past? What are you used to now? What are you getting used to right now in your life? Take a moment. Okay, now let me give you a quick recap. Today, we learned the difference between used to, be used to, and get used to. Used to is for past habits. Be used to is for something familiar now. Get used to is for the process of becoming comfortable. Remember that one simple trick I promised you? Used to equals past, be used to equals now, get used to equals process. Use this anytime you feel confused. Quick practice. Think of one thing you are used to now and say your sentence out loud right now. You are doing really well, and your English is growing every day. Okay, homework time. This week, write 3 sentences, one with used to, one with be used to, and one with get used to. Share your sentences in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this podcast helped you, please subscribe and leave a comment. In the next podcast, we will learn something very useful and practical for your daily English. Keep practicing. See you in the next podcast. Bye for now.